All right, welcome everybody to the final match of the quarterfinals weekend. We have the second seed United States up against the seventh seed Thailand. I'm Vordi, and commentating this match alongside with me is the one and only Miles. How you doing, man?
Hey Vordi, good morning to you, although it is night in Australia, I believe.
It is 11 p.m., yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's 11 a.m. for me, exactly opposite
Nice,
time
nice,
zone.
nice.
But ready to watch this United States-Thailand match. Got pushed to Monday, but it's all fine with us. I believe both teams are going to have most of their players for this matchup. We're very quickly going to be going into the ban phase. United States going to be quickly banning out that Nomad 3 alt map. Thailand very strong on those. United States decides to ban it out, I think for good reason.
It's an interesting ban considering United States' performance on Godish last week. They did very well with the double FC and an SS, I believe. But maybe, just fearing something that Thailand is indeed very good at.
I think that's something United States is very much going to look towards with their ban strategy against a team like Thailand, because obviously they have a lot of synergy between their top players, but United States probably just going to want to have their strategy be to have as few of them in the lobby as possible. I think as many of Lesperi, Chess, Salvatore, and Phantasma that you can kick out of the lobby at a time, I think that's going to be what they decide to do for this matchup.
Yep, and Thailand banning out the free mod 1. Obviously, the speed roster on the United States is very, very strong, and their skill cap is a little bit higher, so banning out... I mean, honestly, free mod 1 isn't just hard because of the speed. The ending gets really spaced, and especially with the modded players having to hidden or hard rock, that is one of the hardest maps to get a really, really high team score on.
I'd say definitely on the Hard Rock player. That map with Hard Rock, I would probably say to be one of the hardest in the map pool.
Yeah. I mean, even hidden with some of the ending flow aim, you have to have a player who's both really, really comfortable at hidden flow aim and pretty fast, which you don't always have on a team.
Now Thailand going to be banning out that double time 4 as their second ban. United States has been really strong on both the DT4 so far in the tournament, so the ban makes a lot of sense. Going to see what USA decides to go for with their second ban, maybe a Nomad 4, but they're going to be banning Hidden 3, banning out the low AR Hidden, very unlike Team United States, who has been very happy to abuse the AR 8 Hidden into most other teams. But I guess A just not really going their way?
Yeah, it's an interesting ban, but I kind of understand it. Like, Hidden 3 is very unusual. AR8 hidden, and there's certain players who are normally good at the skill set might just not be as comfortable playing it.
The flow aim, especially on AR8, is something that isn't especially tested in the AR8 hidden slot very often, so when it shows up in a map like A, it just becomes very, very difficult for a lot of players. But yeah, here comes Thailand's first pick, gonna be that Nomad 4 Crave. I think this is an expected pick for Thailand. Along with that, alt map tech has been something that they've been extremely strong on. Gonna see Lesperi, Chests, Phantasma, and probably Salvatore enter the lobby for Thailand, I think.
Yeah, I think the Nomad 4 has a lot of overlap with the Nomad 3 skill set. Generally, if you have really a 4 solid team lineup for the Nomad 3, it's gonna be the same roster for the Nomad 4, or very similar, so... Expected pick, and this is the kind of map where if you can get 1 or 2 really, really solid performances, maybe even FCs, that might just be enough to take the pick. And with players like Lesperi on the side of Team Thailand, it's good to go for those carry kind of maps.
Lesperi definitely going to be the #1 player to look at in this matchup. He has just been absolutely tearing it up in the tournament scene recently. Obviously being the main reason why this Thailand team is 7th seed in the winners quarterfinal side. He is going to be the guy that United States is probably going to be busy trying to deal with, but they've already got a couple players in the lobby to try and match him. We've got Cryptocurrency, Conrad Mitten sitting in the lobby, while Thailand is going to go with that aforementioned power roster. Twilight going to come in for the 3rd slot for USA, and we are just going to be waiting on their 4th.
Yeah, probably Batball, I would imagine.
I think this probably has a few too many cut streams for a player like Rhythm Game, so Batball could be a strong choice for this map. It is going to be Batball.
Yeah, this map is probably the most techie No Mod 4, like traditional No Mod 4 map so far in the tournament. Considering the first week was like a sort of an aim slider map, second week was very, very hinged on those triple sliders. And now this is more of a standard. You have some sliders, you have some cut streams, a little bit of flow aim, some doubles, everything you'd expect to see from a No Mod 4.
This one has been mapping a lot of No Mod 4s and other tech slots for tournaments recently. I think most notably being part of the WBC 2022 Grand Finals Tiebreaker collab. Yeah, this map is going to be a pretty solid emulation of that style that he does. The rare cut streams, I think very synonymous with snappers. It's going to be testing Phantasma to find the first drop on the side of Thailand. And it's holding on to 4 big combos. If any of their players end up matching these Thailand breaks, first one coming out from Arco, that ball as well. It's now even for 2 after 2. And that's a time going to drop. A slight lead to the United States going into the third of the map.
Up from cryptocurrency. Yeah, still 1-2 now, so it is advantage Thailand. Lesperi and Salvatore on those big combos. This is a kind of map that's pretty hard. Oh, and Salvatore drops. Yeah, there it is. That's the chance the United States needed. Now it's only Lesperi up against Conrad Mitten.
Okay, am I back from my scuba diving trip?
I believe so. Your mic sounds better now.
Alright, that's awesome. Well, right now it's Lesperi and Chess and Phantasma on the big combos for Thailand to try and hold off Conrad and Batball from stealing this lead back. 160k of lead going into the final third of the map. See if they manage to hold it.
I mean, right now, just the accuracies from Thailand as well, doing a lot of work. An extra 1 or 2% helps a lot when the combos are relatively close.
And this Thailand lead continues to extend, and with that break from Batball, I think this pick can just about be called. Thailand going to be getting their first point on the board against the United States on this No Mod 4. I believe this is the first pick Team United States has lost in the tournament, so Thailand already doing something big here.
A good start from Thailand. Yeah, so far United States have 5-0'd both of their matches. It looks like Lesperi is going to close this one out with an FC. Very, very impressive on a map like this.
As you mentioned before this map, this is definitely the type of thing that having a player like Lesperi on your team where you know he can get that FC, that carry performance is going to be absolutely huge. And he gets it here. Thailand getting on the board. But now it's the United States pick, and they're probably going to respond very much in turn with a strong map, I believe.
Yeah, I think you have a lot of options here. Considering the free mod 1 ban, maybe lean into some speed. Otherwise, you know, I'll also go for Hard Rock, which I think United States has a pretty nutty roster on.
I think they have a lot of options. I think they might start to prioritize some speed. As you mentioned, they still have 3 double time maps remaining, but it's going to be the Hard Rock 2 coming out first. Another pick that makes sense, I believe, for Team United States.
This is a map that's not too hard to get very low miscount on, but pretty easy to trip up and break combo. And other than that, you also have the fact that this is a very difficult map to get good AC on. It's a polyrhythm-esque map at OD10. Means getting anything above like 95% AC is honestly impressive.
And I think this map really does play into the strengths of some of the strong players on Team United States. Players like Conrad Mitten, Rhythm Game, Batball. Definitely players to expect to see in the lobby for Team US. Meanwhile, for Thailand, we're going to be seeing Chess leave the lobby and Rise coming in, currently in the top left slot. Be waiting for him to move. Looks like a lot of Thailand going to be shuffling around the lobby here.
Yeah, unlike No Mod 4, I think this is a kind of map where you need every single player pitching in, because you can definitely have multiple FCs on a map like this, and you kind of need to avoid low scores. So having a fourth who is comfortable is going to be much more important.
And when it comes to having a team that's well-rounded enough to put on a 4-man roster for a map like this, I think we look no further than Team United States just on a map like this. definitely something they're going to be strong on. As you can see for Thailand, no players in the lobby, looks like all of them. Taking a look at this, and I don't blame them.
Maybe just playing the map in solo for a little bit, getting the accuracy, locking in the rhythm.
You know, just getting that AR-10 locked in before you start the map.
Yep.
And it looks like no rhythm game for the side of the United States. Arco going to come in that top left slot to join Conrad, Flamesteer, and Batball to fight against Phantasma, Rise, Lesbury, and Salvatore on the side of Thailand. We've got Uncharted Sky, mapped by AJ Mosca, the Hard Rock 2, United States first pick. See if they can respond to that very strong performance from Thailand.
Already see so many ag drops just in the intro here. And 2 drops from Thailand pretty early on, not something you'd expect to see. I would say the first roughly 400 combo is relatively relaxed.
But you can already see the struggles on accuracy on the side of Thailand. We have Phantasma and Rise both at 93 and 92%, as well as Salvatore. It's only Lesbury on the good accuracy for Thailand. Meanwhile, on Team United States, 98 on Batball, 97 on Flamesteer.
And here we have the first really missable pattern coming up. Missable pattern right here. And we see 2 drops on the side of Thailand and 1 from the United States. That is the 2 smallest combos in Thailand gone, but still 3-2 now.
I think that's going to be a trade that Thailand is going to be fine with, because obviously it was those 2 players who had already dropped previously who dropped on Thailand. So as long as Lesbury and Salvatore can hold on, Thailand is still going to have a chance in this pick. As we see another drop from Arco, it's going to be Flamesteer and Batball to carry it forward, as well as Conrad Mitten for the side of United States. But Batball is going to find the drop, but it's traded with Lesbury. So that's a trade the United States is going to be fine with. It's only Salvatore on the combo, but he has 89% up against 2 higher accuracy full combos from United States.
I was just about to say the accuracy from Batball was absolutely absurd, but Flamesteer is gone now as well. It's only Salvatore and Conrad Mitten. However, the score lead that United States have already racked up, unless Conrad drops right now and Salvatore FCs, I don't know if Thailand has enough time to take this back.
Even if Salvatore FCs, I'm not sure if a 90% FC can even make it to like 950,000. But as it stands right now, Conrad Mitten is still going forward with that 94.5% FC. And that 420,000 United States lead is going to be safe going into the end of this map. And United States is going to respond with a very strong Hard Rock 2 victory to even the score up at 1 apiece. Conrad does break, but at the end of the day, his score still actually beats Salvatore because of the accuracy. It's going to be 1-1.
It was pretty solid scoreline from the United States. No FCs, but just have 2 600Ks, an 800K, and a 400K. Nothing, you know, nothing that shows there was any lack of ability to play the map. And an unfortunate S rank from Batball could have been a crazy score.
That accuracy, 97.5% from Batball. That is absurd on that type of map.
And this is the kind of like a kind of map you might get 91% accuracy and still FC.
I feel like you see it a lot on that type of map, like the flow aim finger control map on Hard Rock, where because it's Hard Rock, people are pretty comfortable on it, and you just kind of like tap your way through it, get a bunch of hundreds, but you know, you're still holding on to the combo. Yeah,
pick Thailand's second pick. I wonder if you go free mod 2, maybe, considering the Noma 3 ban. Probably the closest map you have left.
Yeah, I would say that, or maybe something like that Hidden 2, you know, you win the Nomad 4 tech, you go into the Hidden tech.
Yeah.
But that might be a different ballpark for some of these players, so I'm gonna be very curious. I feel like Thailand just used up one of their strongest picks, so let's see where they decide to go from there. I think that free mod 2, it's gonna be the Hidden 2 though. Gonna go Nomad tech 2 Hidden tech. I think that makes sense for Thailand.
Yeah, and it's another similar map where you can just have a carry performance FC this map and win the pick for your team because of how hard it is to consistently FC.
I think we might be seeing a different style roster, though, for United States on this map. I think because of the hidden mod, we're probably going to be seeing Gaby in the lobby for this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Meanwhile, for Thailand, I feel like we expect that same roster that we saw for Nomad 3, their power roster.
I think this is a good strategy to go for maps where you're not going to have 4 players who all get high scores. So those carry performances from somebody like Lesbury will matter more versus maps that are a little bit easier, more comfortable. You're going to have every single player in the lobby able to play it. As an example, something like the DT1 you'd never pick because everybody can play the DT1, right? You're not going to really get an edge there. So this is definitely a good pick strategy from Thailand so far.
You want to pick around your strongest players, and when you have a player like Lesbury, who's arguably the strongest player in the tournament, I think it's definitely the right approach to take, especially in a matchup against the United States. They have such a well-rounded roster. We're going to be seeing Twilight come in for the first time in this match, so it's going to be Batball, Conrad, Gaby, and Twilight for United States up against Phantasma, Lesbury, Chantot, and Salvatore, so no chest for this map. Chantot going to be entering the lobby for the first time this match. The LHF's coming out, and we're going to be starting Thailand's second pick. We have Hidden 2, another tech pick coming out from Thailand, their second tech pick in a row to try and combat this United States roster.
Okay, here, Hidden Comfort is going to make a huge difference. That's probably why we see so many roster changes. Just being able to play tech is not enough for a map like this.
And this is definitely a different style of tech map. You can already see the aim control coming in, and we already see a lot of breaks coming out from both sides. Lesbury, Salvatore, Twilight, Gaby, all finding drops. It's going to be Conrad and Batball up against Phantasma here.
This is a short map as well.
Lesbury dropping. That is not the player you want to see drop on Thailand. Phantasma dropping 2. That's the final FC gone for Thailand. Meanwhile, Conrad and Batball and Gaby with a re-established combo. Going to be pushing it forward for Team United States, already blossoming to a 200,000 score lead. Just into the second third of the map. Conrad going to be finding that drop, though. Going to be slowing the bleed a little bit for Team Thailand. But those big combos for United States need to drop, but there's one of them from Gaby. And it is just Batball left at the halfway point.
I mean, even if Batball drops, the score lead the United States already has is pretty massive, and there's just no combos in Thailand. Other than Salvatore and Phantasma's recovery. But this section here is so brutal.
Chantot and Lesbury both struggling. Their accuracy is going down in the dumps. And that break from Salvatore is going to be so tragic for Thailand, United States. Even with that break from Batball, a 460,000 point lead into the last quarter of the map. There's really not much you can do anymore for Thailand, United States. Going to get an early break point.
I think that's the second time I've seen somebody combo through that entire div spike on an FC and then miss immediately.
I feel like that's kind of a mind game, you know, when you hit when you hit the part that you're like looking forward to as like the hard part, you just break right after it on a slider or something. 100% of the time.
And a really solid recovery from Phantasma, but it's just not enough.
600k score from Phantasma, I believe going to be the top score in the lobby. Barely outplaying Batball on that one, but still, it's going to be United States break point by 280,000. Be going up 2-1, going into their own pick. And that is exactly what you don't want to see from Team Thailand. Losing an early break point against this United States squad. They have so many picks left on the board that they can go for. Still, many speed maps remaining, as well as some gimmick as well. In a map like that, Nomad 5.
I think as this pool thins out, there's more maps where it's United States advantage. It's going to be a little bit scary.
I think Thailand remaining in this pool have maps like Fremod 2 and maybe something like the aim consistency slots like that Nomad 1, maybe the DT1. But after that, I feel like a lot of it is favored to United States, as you were saying, and United States is going to go for the DT2. Going to opt into the speed here.
solid pick. Depending on the outcome of this map, we have DT3 as an option as well right after.
It looks like Rhythm Game going to be entering the lobby for the first time for Team United States. They're Hard Rock Mechanics Extraordinaire. Meanwhile, for Team Thailand, Dry Noodle going to be joining Lesberry in the lobby.
Who do you think is going to have the... Oh, well, actually, what do you think the highest accuracy is going to be off this intro?
I'll be honest, I don't exactly remember the intro, but I feel like it's going to be... What is it?
I'm going to say 92 is going to be the highest off this intro.
Is it that hard?
It's not hard, it's just really weirdly timed, and it's impossible to like figure out how much you need to tap.
Fair enough.
We'll see. I think last time I saw this map, the highest was 90% coming off the intro.
I see Ophiz in chat, Batball will 97. I mean, he is the type of player to do it. That guy has absolutely crazy finger control and accuracy.
97 would be absurd.
Looks like Chess going to be coming back in for Thailand. Really want to see him start to activate, him and Lesberry. Have to really pump it up to maximum. We want to continue to par with the United States here.
Yeah. And honestly, this map, other than some weird parts to act, it's pretty comfortable if you're a really solid tapping player, other than a few very strict reverse sliders. This is a map you expect to see a lot of big scores if you have a good speed roster.
It looks like Rise is going to be taking the final spot for Team Thailand. Going to be rounding out their roster. Into this DT2, the stamina map, we're going to see what accuracies people have out of the beginning here.
Like, what BPM is that? Can you tell me, Miles? I have no idea.
Like right here?
Yeah, these nuts. These nuts.
That looks
the
like
highest
1/5.
is 90% on Lesbury. Once again, the highest out of the intro is 90%. But never into the actual map.
I thought it was like a crazy finger control section you were talking about. No, it's literally just like some 1/5 triples.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, well, no breaks into the beginning of the speed. Actually, Dry Noodle.
Dry Noodle, yeah.
Otherwise, all players in the lobby being fairly comfortable with the speed so far. Out of the first quarter of the map.
Bit of an egg drop from Rise. There's another miss.
Oh, and Lesberry too.
And from Lesbury.
Batball finds the trade, but so does Chess. It is only Dry Noodle remaining on Team Thailand. Meanwhile, Arco, Rhythm Game, and Flames here all holding on strong for Team United States. But a double break from Rise and Chess.
Considering the early drop, there are no FCs on Thailand now. The United States has 3. The accuracies as well, everybody on the United States is over 97%. Meanwhile, on Thailand, nobody is.
And United States lead is already so big, already above 400,000 score of lead for them, not even into the second half of the map. This is just looking like a display of dominance.
Yeah, this is a humongous lead.
Dry Noodle doing all that he can with that reverse choke at 850 combo, but he needs breaks from United States and he needs some help from his teammates, which he is starting to get with a 500 combo from Lesberry and a 360 combo from Rise and Chess. But the breaks from United States are just not coming in. Batball finally finds a drop, but still the 3 FCs are still standing.
I think you would have needed a triple break like 30 seconds ago, and this has not happened.
Flames here finally drops, but Arco and Rhythm Game still holding on, and this United States lead is over 700,000. There's really not much you can do anymore for Team Thailand. As Dry Noodle finally finds the drop, gonna be sealing the deal for this double time too.
Now it is only Arco on the 98% FC. That is very, very impressive. Can he close it out? I believe it is the outro. Should be relatively relaxed getting out of this map.
As the only FC left, Lesberry with a reverse choke up at 1180 combo, but not going to be enough to match Arco as he looks to lock in that FC, the only FC on this DT2, as long as he does not break on this ending.
No, nobody would miss here. You just act drop here, right?
Hopefully. I mean, I'm seeing some shake from Arco here. He's a little bit nervous. But he gets it.
Very, very impressive score.
98.36 FC for Arco. Going to be locking in a United States 1 million point lead on that DT2 as they go up 3-1. Thailand now looking to be in the hot seat. They really need to win this next pick.
I mean, considering that DT2, especially just the comfort on the speed, I think you definitely go for DT3 after this or at some point in the match.
I feel like they have to. Like that DT3, that's just another speed map for them to abuse. Thailand, though, banning out that free mod 1. Not going to be able to abuse that. But for Thailand, what do they pick? I think we mentioned before this, the free mod 2, the no mod
Free
1,
mod 2.
or maybe the DT1.
I don't like DT1 as much. I think the United States will be very comfortable on it, but no mod 1 I think is a good option. No mod 1's also probably a lot harder to FC than DT1. So once again, leaning into some potential carry performances on some of the players on Thailand. But free mod 2 is also a good option, considering the no mod 3 ban.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking DT1 more because on Thailand, you know, you can have those players step up more. You don't just have to rely on Lesberry on a map like that DT1, where, you know, it's one of the DT1 always one of the most simple maps in the pool. You're able to always field 4, but it looks like they're going to be going for no mod 5. Crazy Backup Dancers, the precision low AR aim map. This is an interesting pick from them, I think.
Yeah, this is a type of map where it's usually very hard to find 4 comfortable players. And considering the reading lineup on United States, I think they'll have a pretty good team for this. But once again, it's another map where FCing is very, very, very hard. So if you can get 2 or 3 players who feel really good on it, it can still be worth picking.
And Thailand obviously has the reason to pick this. I'm sure they have some good scores on this on the sheet. No, next best option after those tech picks. But United States, as you mentioned, also going to put up a very strong reading roster on this. Players like Batball, Conrad, Crypto, all in the lobby already. Gaby as well, going to be stepping on in.
Yeah, lots of overlap with a map like this and the AR8 hidden slot. Just in terms of being able to read low AR. Obviously, much more focused on precision and aim.
Lesberry going to be coming back in the lobby. Looks like they have some of their strongest players in the lineup already. Phantasma, Lesberry, Chess. These are the 3 scariest players along with Salvatore, who takes that 4th spot. This is Thailand's power roster. And United States going to be putting out Conrad, Cryptocurrency, Gaby, and Twilight. Another very strong roster from them. Thailand looks to rebound from their prior breakpoint on this Nomad 5, going into their 3rd pick.
Yeah, I think picking maps where your best players feel comfortable is probably the best strategy going into a really strong team like United States. At a certain point, you really can't pick into weaknesses, but you can just pick into what you're good at.
There's always 2 sides of OSU tournament pick strategy. It's betting on your opponents to not do well or betting on yourself to do well. And I think a pick like this is really Thailand betting on themselves to do well, and I like that strategy from them. Because against a team like United States where there aren't really too many weaknesses for you to abuse, you already took away some of those tech picks. I think something like this is definitely the right way to approach a team like United States. Run to the beginning. Chess finds an act drop on that stream, but still holds on to his combo. This map is relatively short, only 2 minutes and 11 seconds, so the breaks are going to matter right out of the gate here. But so far, we don't see any breaks. Gaby to find the first one, though, for Team US.
Holding the 2nd highest accuracy in the lobby, or 3rd highest. Salvatore and Lesberry on the SS. And a drop from Conrad, matched by Chess, though.
And Salvatore
going.
Oh, but there goes Lesberry. That is so tragic for Team Thailand. Only Phantasma holding on up against Cryptocurrency and Twilight.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair mistake to make, actually.
Yeah. All right, but more breaks from Thailand. Oh, but there goes Cryptocurrency. It is now Phantasma versus Twilight. with only a 100k score lead for Team United States, I think a break from Twilight would send it back in favor of Thailand, especially as Crypto and Gaby keep breaking. It is only Twilight for Team United States.
Yeah, there's literally only 2 combos in this entire lobby, and it's all on them to decide this pick.
You know, I thought this map
into the map now.
I thought this map would be a lot more team-based, but right now we are looking at a battle of titans here, Twilight and Phantasma. That's kind of ironic. I feel like Twilight and Phantasma kind of mean the same thing, you know?
I guess. There is some similar meanings in those 2 words.
But yeah, few re-established combos on the side of Thailand. They're going to start to steal this pick away. 200 combo on Salvatore, Chess, and Lesperi into the ending of this map. Are they going to be able to steal this back? Phantasma finds a drop. Twilight holds on, and he's going to be able to hold it off. Take another break point for Team United States. Twilight finally drops. Is there enough time? It's only Chess. It's going down quickly. 20k, 15, 10. Is it enough for Chess? It goes back at the very end. Thailand stays alive on their third pick.
Oh my goodness. Those brutal wide angle jumps taking out both Phantasma and Twilight, but those supporting combos at the end from Thailand just being a little bit stronger ends up switching the score lead, and that's a much needed pick from Thailand. Taking that is necessary.
Absolutely needed. Another break point there for United States would have been so detrimental. Going up 4-1, that would have been so bad for Thailand, but now they stay alive. They get that second point on the board. Although pick goes back to United States, they need to get a break point to stay in the match. They can breathe for now.
And, I mean, considering the DT2, I think DT3 is an obvious choice.
Absolutely.
But
I feel like it should be an insta-pick.
yeah, I think you don't even go for anything else. It was just such a... not just a score difference, but an act difference, more notably. And yeah, they go for it.
Oh yeah, I think Phantasma is Ghost, and Twilight is just Twilight, so it's the Ghost and the Twilight.
Yeah, the ghosts come out at Twilight.
That was kind of funny. Yeah, Fight Your Demons is gonna be United States next pick. Definitely one that makes sense after that dominant victory on the DT2. Gonna be able to bring in probably the same rosters on both sides, so should on paper be another very strong pick for United States.
It is a bit of a slightly different skill set. You'll have players who are more comfortable on the higher BPM bursty maps than the lower BPM stamina maps, but there's still so much overlap. If you're really strong on one, you're probably really strong on the other, and if you're weak on one, you're probably weak on the other. So you'll probably have the same rosters and similar levels of comfort between those rosters.
We already see Flamesteer and Batball coming back in the lobby, 2 of the United States' other speed players, as well as Arco coming off strong off of that DT2 FC. Gonna see if he can run it back on this map. Meanwhile, for Thailand, Dry Noodle and Chess sitting in the lobby. Dry Noodle putting up a pretty strong performance on that DT2 as well. Just finding a couple unfortunate breaks to hold him back from the FC.
I can definitely imagine Thailand getting better combos, but I just don't know if you'll see the level of comfort with accuracies as you will see on United States, and that's going to make a big difference playing a map like this.
While the DT2 has a lot more flow aim, I feel like this one is definitely more combo gameable. If you try your best, you're really able to get those like 83% double tap massive combos to cheese your way up to like, you know, that C rank 500k that all those player syndrome players have to suffer with. The same roster is going to be coming out from both sides on these maps. Flamesteer, Batball, Arco, and Rhythm Game up against Rise, Dry Noodle, Best, and Lesperi.
I think in the last map, Lesperi was the sole person who was really comfortable playing that level of stamina. We'll see how it is in this slightly different type of speed map. Early drop from Arco and Rhythm Game. Not gonna make much of a difference though. And Flamesteer actually. Seeing some screen drops.
I've just been told that I went scuba diving again. Am I above water?
Oh yeah, you're fine now. You went scuba diving for like 5 seconds. You're fine now.
Alright, awesome. Alright, but yeah, out of the beginning here, gonna see a slight combo lead for Thailand, but the accuracy on the United States gonna keep them in the lead for now. But another drop from Flames here, that's gonna start to send it back over to Thailand slowly but surely.
And the accuracy difference is doing it so much work for the United States, despite the massive combo lead from Thailand. Or not massive, but considerable at this stage in the map. They're still ahead, but that drop from Dry Noodle is gonna give the United States a small lead now. And especially with that drop from Test.
Yeah, you know, when the combo lead is that big, but the accuracy lead is even bigger, you really need to hold on to the combos for Thailand. Those breaks from Dry Noodle and Chess going to be absolutely detrimental. As the United States starts to regain their footing on this map, Arco, Rhythm Game, Batball, and even Flames here getting their combos back. Their lead is going to slowly but surely balloon up to already 200,000. Into this slower section of the map. Gonna take a little check here. Accuracies on Thailand are starting to recover. Lesberry still holding on to that FC at 96%. Gonna be, I think, paramount to their comeback on this if United States does find the drops.
Need to find some breaks pretty soon once the map picks up again. Here we are.
Flames tier drops. That's the first one from United States gone. But still, the three players.
Combo.
Yeah, Rhythm Game, Arco, and Batball all up above 1,000 combo, and Dry Noodle finding another drop. Arco drops. That's one of the big combos down, but still a 400,000 point lead. Both of them high accuracy on the two remaining combos. It's going to be a tough ask.
Oh, with that drop from Lesbury, that really, really hurts their chances to take this pick back.
Yeah, I don't think they can take this back anymore without that big combo from Lesbury. Even with Risei still on that big combo, 92%. It's not going to be enough. United States going to get their 4th point on the board here with the DT3. Going to be executing that speed abuse. DT2 and now DT3 both going the way of the United States.
And at the very least, for Thailand, the speed abuse is basically gone. The closest you have is Nomad 2, but it's more so stamina than speed. Very nice scores from United States, FC from Batball, and a basically FC from Rhythm Game, a reverse choke, an early slider break.
And they got that 4th point on the board now, but now the pick goes back to Thailand. They need to find another map to beat United States on. Being basically out of tech, being basically out of reading as well. They now have to go for alt or aim, I believe.
I think it's either Fremont 2 or Nomad 1. I like Fremont 2. It's one of those maps where it plays into Thailand's strength, but it's also not super duper skill cap. It's mostly down to alt comfort. So I think Thailand will have a good performance on that map. Otherwise, you go Nomad 1 and kind of just pray for some really big combos.
I think I like Fremont 2 more as a pick here from Thailand, but Nomad 1 definitely second best there for me. But Fremont 3 is also on the board. That is another CS5 AR8 map. But with how close that Nomad 5 was and how much I think mod comfort United States will be able to find on that Fremont 3, I don't think that's really the pick that Thailand is going to want to go for here.
Yeah, I think United States will be able to get a really good hard rock and hidden, and that might make the difference, even if Thailand has some really comfortable no mods.
Thailand taking up a lot of the timer, but they are going to go for the Fremont 3 encounter. Classic ignore this map, CS5 AR8. But this map has some really brutal streams in it, I believe.
Yeah, it has some pretty not spaced bursts, but the spacing at the start and end of each burst, in terms of having to start one and go to the next one, can be pretty brutal on the approach ratings. Obviously, for the hard rock players, it's going to be a precision gambit, not letting yourself get overtaken by nerves.
Already seeing Gaby come into the lobby for US. Definitely a player to expect to be on hidden. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be expecting Rhythm Game to show up in that bottom left to take the hard rock, and here he is. will be rounded out by Cryptocurrency and Conrad. Meanwhile, Thailand only with Phantasm in the lobby.
I wonder for a map like this, do you put your best player, like Lesbury, do you put them on a mod just so you have better overall score potential, or do you put Lesbury on no mod to secure that? I think against United States, you have to put Lesbury on something like Hard Rock just to have a higher potential max score cap. I don't think you can afford to play it safe.
I think they might play it safe. I think that you have to put the strongest players on no mod to get that high score potential. You know, because this map has a few real breakpoints, and if Lesbury is able to hit those breakpoints consistently on something like no mod, he could still play that solo carry game. But
yeah,
you know, if you put him on something like Hard Rock, maybe a little more likely to break on that. Could be a little more risky against a team as well-rounded as United States, but still, definitely something that you can do. It's a funny strategy to play these free mods, depending on who you're facing. But it looks like Thai is gonna get their full roster in. Salvatore, Phantasma, Lesbury, and Rise gonna be the players to face the United States on this map.
And yeah, looks like we're gonna see Rise on the Hard Rock and Rhythm Game on the Hard Rock, and Gaby and Salvatore on the Hiddens. Nobody overmodding. Just fair on a map, which is pretty challenging.
And mod's gonna be as expected for United States. And then for Thailand, it's gonna be Lesbury on the no mod with Phantasma, with Rise and Salvatore taking the mods for Thailand.
Some early drops from Rhythm Game and Lesbury, but won't make a huge difference.
Another break from Salvatore, but this map is fairly short, only 2 minutes in length. Every break is going to start to matter very soon. But it's going to be an early lead for Team United States here because of that break from Salvatore.
Those drops from Salvatore is going to pile up, especially with this section being relatively comfortable other than some tricky reading. The actual aim and mechanics is not too hard.
Definitely going to be the point in the map where you want to get your combos the highest. And I think the next break is really going to swing the lead into a direction because right now everyone is holding on to a major combo to some extent, except for Salvatore. And he finds another drop.
Again. Right now the main difference is just those hidden players. Gaby still on the FC. I would say arguably, I think a hidden FC on this map is maybe harder than a Hard Rock FC. Gaby does drop.
Gaby. I was gonna say, I couldn't tell you because I haven't played this with both mods, but into the difficult ending of this map, it's all gonna hinge on this. If United States finds the drops, it can go back in favor of Thailand. First drop by Gaby. No drop from Thailand to match. There goes Rhythm Game.
It's the Hard Rock on, and Phantasma matches.
Phantasma.
And Rise dropping.
It's only Lesbury and Cryptocurrency both still holding on. Crypto drops it, so does Lesbury. And it's gonna be another break point to Team United States. A close one, only 180,000. But nevertheless, another break point it is, and United States goes to match point.
Everybody missing on those brutal space doubles. Such a difficult part of the map.
Yeah, it's really, really hard when you have that many large combos going into the ending. It always creates such an intense moment. But yeah, it's gonna be, as you mentioned, I think the hidden comfort between Gaby and Salvatore gonna make up most of that score lead for Team United States.
Now, United States is up 5-2 going to into their next pick. It is their chance to close it out. They have a lot of breathing room. They can go for some potentially risky picks if they want to. I don't know if you go Nomad 2. I mean, they have had a lot of success with DT2, DT3, but Nomad 2, if Thailand is comfortable with tapping it, which I believe they are, it's going to be much more hinged on the flow aim. Otherwise, you can go maybe something like Hard Rock 3, Hard Rock 1.
I believe they're going to go for Hard Rock 3 here. But they're going to go for the Nomad 2. They're going to continue to try for the tapping abuse here. Sakaino Owari, Eternal Ending by Knowledge King. 201 BPM streams the entire way through. Nomad 2 has not been something that United States has very typically been so comfortable to pick. But I think after the last few maps, I can see why they would want to pick this map.
Yeah, this is definitely... You get some flavors of Nomad 2 that are like 180 BPM and much more focused on flow aim. You have maps like this, which is 201 BPM, a lot more comfortable on flow aim, but you have to be really solid on tapping. So it's definitely favoring United States tapping strength.
I think the player to look out for on Team United States for this map is definitely going to be Flamesteer. If any of you are aware, after 4WC registrations ended, he just went on a farming rampage, farming all of those very difficult stream maps, even FCing Glory Days Hard Rock, so for his sake, I hope he's able to play this Nomad 2. Thailand going to be a little more decisive with their roster. They have Chess, Phantasma, Endless Berry already in the lobby, and Twilight on their side, going to be trolling me. He's going to step out. It's going to be Flamesteer, Gaby, Arco, and Rhythm Game for the side of the United States. Up against Chessless Berry, Rise, and Phantasma. Be going into United States, trying to close out the match here. Score 6-2 if they can manage to take this pick. Thailand definitely has put up staunch opposition so far, and they definitely have a shot on this map, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And for everybody's sake, I hope nobody misses on any of the aim in this map. Seen a few players break on some of the slider jumps near the end of the map. Be unfortunate on a Nomad 2.
Yeah, that would be really tragic, but most of the difficulty in this map does come from the streams, and if you're able to combo up until there, you're probably going to have a very good score. But hey, you never know. What if it's another, like, 1 FC versus 1 going into the ending, and there's, like, 10k score difference? Then that matters, but in any other situation, I don't think so. And we're already into the streams here. No breaks yet, but there goes Chess, trying an accuracy drop as well. It's going to be an early lead for US, but accuracy, for once, actually in favor of Thailand. Going to be able to hold on just a little bit more. Only 20k lead for US.
Getting through, and there's Flamesteer gone, the stream aficionado. Matched by Chess, but it's 3-3 right now. A few more streams to get through before it relaxes.
There goes
Arco's gone.
And through that first stream
Thailand.
section,
That first stream section is so big. Thailand getting through it with the extra FC. It's gonna give them a massive head start.
it's going to be Gaby and Rhythm Game holding on for Team US. When you have Flamesteer and Arco as the players who miss, I feel like you could kind of switch those around. You wouldn't expect Gaby to be the one holding on to the highest accuracy full combo on Nomad 2 for US. But for Thailand, they're going to be able to make up some sort of lead during this low part. Already around 60k score lead, and Gaby misses on a jump!
On the aim!
He misses on a jump!
Oh, how does that happen every time? This map always has somebody dropping their FC on aim.
It always happens. Yeah, it's only Rhythm Game remaining for United States up against the 3-way full combo. Now 2-way full combo, Phantasma finding the drop. It's Lesperi and Rise to pull it forward for Thailand to try and get a break point. But United States with the re-established combos on Arco and Flamesteer and even Gaby, if those two players find the drop, then the United States could steal this back in the ending. Into that final screen.
Has recovered. So that's Flamesteer and Arco.
Into those slider jumps you were talking about. We're going to see if any players find a break. It's going to be Chess. That's one of the re-established combos gone for Thailand, but the FCs are still going on Rise and Lesperi. Rhythm Game, Arco, and Flamesteer trying their best. But another break from Flamesteer, I think it's going to be all she wrote. Thailand going to find a break point on the Nomad 2.
With that drop from Rhythm Game, that's going to be a double FC from Thailand to take that break point. A really impressive scoreline. You not expect to see double FCs often on a map like this. And that is going to give them the chance they needed to get back into this match.
If they can win their own pick here, then they're suddenly down at 4-5 and just need one more break point to send this match to a tiebreaker. But they still have to get through another United States pick, even if they do manage to win their own pick. So it's still definitely an uphill battle for Thailand. But this is the first step you need to take.
Yeah. And at this point, I think free mod 2, no mod 1 still looking good. It is Thailand's last pick either way.
And they have a few options. They still have all of the 1 slots except for free mod 1, and that free mod 2 and the Hard Rock 3. I think for Thailand here, you probably want to go between no mod 1 or DT1 or the free mod 2. I still think they should pick the free mod 2 after that United States alt ban. I feel like that's just been an obvious pick since the beginning of this match, but they've yet to go for it.
Actually, free mod 2, yeah, it's alty, but it's also more focused on Floim, so considering the no mod 2, I think you go for it. I think go for no mod 1 instead. You know, I always like the no mod 1 pick strat when you're down, you know, you're 1 point away from losing. Because either way, you're going to have to win this match on a tiebreaker. And the no mod 1, winning the no mod 1, I feel like is the biggest buff to win the tiebreaker. Obviously, this tiebreaker is more tech heavy, but still has a lot of aim consistency.
Absolutely. We've got a Kirigiri map, certified AIM Labs mapper. Thailand going to have their strong roster in Chess, Phantasma, Lesperi, and Salvatore. Meanwhile, US Rhythm Gaming, Cryptocurrency. Definitely the 2 obvious players you want in for Team United States, but other than those 2, not really sure who exactly they're going to put in. Probably Twilight, and then someone.
Yeah, no mod 1. It's just whoever's feeling it on the day can just hop in. And this is a tough no mod 1, 6.85 stars, but this kind of Kirigiri mapping, a more comfortable version of Grand Senpai mapping, is always harder than it looks.
Yeah, I mean, a few star rating changes ago, they really just decided to bone these, like, aim-heavy maps at lower BPMs. Like, this is 200, not exactly the lowest BPM, but still, it's very, very aim-heavy. I think it's a little bit understarred because of it.
I feel like a 7.1, 7.2 would be more accurate.
Yeah, I agree. Gonna be Arco and Twilight to take those last 2 spots. It looks like we are about to go into Thailand's final pick, the no mod 1. Need to win this to continue to stay in the match, force United States into their last pick.
I think Thailand's chances are pretty good here. It is always a nerve-wracking skill set to have to play. The match is this close.
And the song name is The Beast Can't Be Stopped, and I think there is a specific beast in this lobby who kind of hasn't been really stopped recently, and he's definitely going to be the player to look at on Team Thailand, Lesperi.
Yep, just think of this map as like one section of Because Maybe, and you'll be fine.
And the jumps start immediately out of the gate. Cryptocurrency going to be finding an early drop on Team United States, but otherwise, combos are going to remain equal, and on a map like this, United States isn't really going to be able to flex their accuracy advantage that it feels like they've had on so many different maps.
Yeah, that's always the interesting thing with no mod 1s. Almost always people can get really high axe, so it's just going to be entirely up to combo.
And the United States finds another break on Arco, but he's already reestablished his 100 combo. I think it's really going to depend on who breaks those bigger combos around the middle of the map, because that's where your score can really start to get capped as we get into this first chorus section. No breaks yet. There goes Arco and chests.
Rhythm game as well. It's 2-3 now. Still plenty of time in this map. Getting through this div spike's gonna be crucial, and I believe that's it for now. But this kind of map, even in the relaxed sections of the song, so many places to miss.
I feel like that's just synonymous with this style of mapping where there really isn't much actual downtime, because even in the lower parts of the song, there's gonna be jumps where you're able to break.
Yeah, like that section.
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah.
still, 3 full combos on the side of Thailand. They're looking extremely strong out of the first course of this. Meanwhile, Twilight and Cryptocurrency going to be trying their best to keep USA alive in this map.
Those 2 combos from the United States can be very crucial. Keep them in it.
There goes Chests. But Twilight trades it. That's one of the FCs down for USA. Salvatore and Phantasma, though, that's 2 of their FCs gone. It is now Cryptocurrency versus Lesperi with some reestablished combos.
Yeah.
Yeah, those combos from Rhythm Game and Arco are starting to become very valuable. The lead from Thailand is very quickly evaporating. But Lesperi, he is the beast. If you want one person on the side of Thailand to hold on for you, it has got to be Lesperi.
It's going to slowly swing back to United States. That's one of the supporting combos gone from the United States. Now, Cryptocurrency and Rhythm Game versus Lesperi. Everybody gets through that.
It is so close, just 42,000 points in favor of Thailand going into the last 8th of this map. It is so unbelievably close. It all comes down to this last chorus, and it is going down so quickly. It's about to flip over to the United States already, but if Rhythm Game and Cryptocurrency find the breaks, it will go right back in favor of Thailand. But it's Phantasma to find the first drop. But there goes Rhythm Game.
Rhythm Game is gone, but I think United States will still have a slight advantage.
Oh, but there goes Arco too.
Back. Those drops.
Phantasma finds another drop, but Cryptocurrency and Lesperi, the only combos remaining with the 400 from Chests. It's going to be another Thailand just victory stolen right at the end. Clutch performance from Lesperi, and the beast has yet to be stopped.
And you know what's funny? We talked about the accuracies on this map, but Lesperi on a 1-100 actually might have ended up mattering. But actually not an FC from Crypto. That was a very early miss. However, still 2 very impressive scores. Lesperi going to be taking that FC and keeping Thailand in the match.
That is so clutch for Lesperi. Performing right exactly when you need to. That is what you need from one of the strongest players in the tournament. And now United States, hand being forced onto their last pick. They've got Hidden 1, Hard Rock 1, DT 1, Fremont 2, and the Hard Rock 3. And I can only think that they must be looking at that Hard Rock 3.
Yeah, I think you go something like Hard Rock 3 or maybe Hidden 1. I think everything else is too comfortable for both teams, or too comfortable for Thailand. Like Fremont 2, DT 1, Hard Rock 1. Are all maps both teams will be able to play very well.
Thailand, 2-map streak now to get back in this match. But still, it's the United States' last pick. You have to assume that they've got something in store for this type of situation.
Hard Rock 3 is a scary one as well, because although I think it's the best option, it's still a 6.5. That's relatively short with a lot of cut doubles. It's a scary map to have to play in this kind of situation as your last pick. I'm gonna go for DT1.
Ooh. This is a really interesting pick for Team United States. DT1 notoriously comfortable, and you know, when Lesperi is the one knocking you right down after that Nomad one, this pick starts to make a little bit more sense. They can't get 1v4'd on this by Lesperi, and I think that's why they want to pick this.
Yeah, I think it's a pick. United States will be really comfortable on this map. They clearly have the necessary speed for it. There's a couple bursts, there's a couple of triples. It's also on the higher end of BPM for aim, but the aim itself is very, very comfortable.
But at the other side of the coin I just mentioned, Thailand is also going to have, I think, much stronger scores on this. Being DT1, it's much more accessible. Going to be something where a player other than Lesperi can step up and really send the United States packing into that tiebreaker. But US already has 3 players in, Flames Tier, Rhythm Game, and Cryptocurrency. Meanwhile, Thailand, Salvatore and Phantasma.
And honestly, I think with Lesperi on Thailand, United States really wants to avoid a tiebreaker.
going to be Arco to take that last slot for US. And for Thailand, I can only assume that Chess might be the one to take that 4th spot. Or maybe someone like Dry Noodle, who has filled the other DTs so far. Although this one, not really so much of a speed map as it is an aim consistency map. Might be deciding on their 4th right now.
Yeah, this map has a lot of overlap with being comfortable at speed. I think especially if you can single tap a map like this, it becomes a lot more comfortable. Especially when you get into the speed section near the end.
GLHF's coming out in the chat. This is going to be the final pick of the match. If Thailand can clutch us out, take another breakpoint, they will be sending it to tiebreaker. However, United States, this is their own pick. They have the opportunity to close it out right here on their 3rd match point. Trying to finally put this Thailand team away. Rise going to be taking that 4th slot for Thailand, who has been on the low-key performing really well this match, setting some good scores so far, so definitely the player to take that 4th spot, 4-time Thailand. Yeah, no breaks so far on this map. Everyone
only a few act drops from Rise, but might recover as they get more comfortable with the BPM. Into the first Ki.
No breaks at all so far after the first quarter. Some more jumps, all very comfortable. Still 0 breaks going into the 2nd third of the map. Salvatore, though, to find the slider break. It's going to be the first break in the lobby, and that lead is already 100,000 in favor of US. That just shows how important these breaks are in the maps where everyone is comfortable.
And that's a scary break because this is a kind of map where I can imagine a 4-way if United States is playing very, very well. So any break is huge.
Now, halfway through, the breaks are going to mean the most if they happen right now. Into the 2nd chorus, still 7 full combos. Cryptocurrency double tapping a triple. Still holding on to the combo. Into the stream. It's Arco to find the drop for United States, but Rise finds a drop on the side of Thailand. That's going to be a trade that United States should be fine with. Still with 3 full combos up against only 2 and the re-established one from Thailand, but into the stream section. That was going to be another important part to find drops, but it's Lesberry to find the slider break. That is so tragic for Team Thailand. And Salvatore as well. It is only Phantasma up against the 3 major combos from United States. And it looks like United States may have finally converted. Very strong 500k lead. Not much Thailand can do anymore.
There's like 300k score potential per FC left. I don't know if it's possible for Thailand to recover.
Absolutely not. Crypto drops, but there is just not enough time. 600k score of lead and Phantasma dropping. United States are going to do it.
That is going to be GG's.
It got a little scary there for Team United States in the end. Thailand having a rampage on those 2 points, getting up to 4, but at the end of the day, United States, number 2 seed, gonna be making it to semifinals. Gonna be going down to face this 3rd seeded Chile in that winners semifinals match. Thailand dropping to losers bracket, but it was a very strong performance from them, and it is definitely a GG well played for this match.
Yeah, against the team as strong as the United States, taking 4 points with a chance to honestly, tiebreaker was possible there. Very well fought.
I believe that is going to do it for the quarterfinals weekend. United States 6-4 over Thailand. Going to be it for quarterfinals. Map pool showcase, I believe, going to happen around 20 UTC today. So roughly in 4 hours. We still don't have a few replays, but stay tuned for that. But until then, I've been Miles, joined by Vordi. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah, thank you very much.